Like the music? Go check out Useless Irving. Armageddon time. Said I look forward to you eyeing my cues.
Flight has weight, and not his question a great mistake, cause now I feel the ultraviolet losing in to suffocate. Does it take long?
Simon Oma. Said I timed that with psychic powers. Was just coming back to watch you. Minivolve. Said it Armageddon time welcome in. Minivolve. Said it Simon Oma I. Tick tick beat. Said evening, everybody. Simon Oma.
Hey,
Said
what
Tifa.
is up, everybody? Tifa, welcome in. How's it going, y'all? It has been forever since I've done a stream at 7 p.m. If I'm being completely honest. But you know what? It's fine. We're gonna work with it. How are you guys doing today? Let me get the music going as well. Yep, it's quiet right now. It'll get there. Oh no, that's on my phone. Why is that on my phone? You're not supposed to be on my phone. You're supposed to be playing on the fucking Fine. Jeez. Sorry, Spotify's giving me hell. Hang on.
Tiff Tiffby.
Probably because it's been
Said
sitting there
just
for a
sitting
while.
back and seeing how the UK's election is going.
All right, that's a whole thing today, isn't it? Hang on. There we go. We're starting from the beginning.
Simon Oma. Said not bad, been a roller coaster of a day, lol.
You know what? I believe it. I believe it. Can y'all hear the music?
Armageddon time.
You should be able
Said
to.
brushing my teeth.
I feel that. I feel that. Does everything sound good?
Simon Oma.
Everything should be
Said
fine.
yeah, I can hear it.
Awesome. Okay.
Tiff
Very,
Tiffy.
very cool.
Said I can hear the music.
Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. That means everything should be back on track. And hopefully, unlike the last chat stream, Spotify will cooperate and actually refresh so that you'll see what song is playing when it's actually playing. You know. It's correct right now, so you know. But yeah. Glad y'all are having a good day. Happy 4th of July to any Americans in the audience. I feel like most of my audience is actually American. And that's you know, I don't expect a lot of people from the States to show up today just because it is 4th of July. And I figure most of y'all are probably celebrating. In which case, hope you're having a good time. Not that you're here to hear that, but it's fine. And if I'm wrong and you're here anyway, then like welcome in. Glad you stopped by. Anyway, I was gonna play Coffee Talk today. That was the original plan, but you know, Holly's family had plans.
Said Canada.
So you know, damn straight. But yeah, Holly's family had plans for 4th of July, so she's like, I'm really sorry, I didn't know they had plans, I gotta cancel on you. And I'm like, don't worry about it, it's cool, we'll do it tomorrow. So yeah, I was thinking about going back to Pokemon Mystery Dungeon today, but I'm like, you know what, I don't really feel like playing it today, so...
Simon Oma. Said no worries, it's all good.
Yeah, I mean, I figured it would be. I feel like... I have... My community is small, but it's very mighty, at least in my opinion, and very understanding. And I appreciate y'all for that, among many other things. So I figured it wasn't going to be a huge deal. But, like, next Mystery Dungeon stream is going to be insane, because we're going to, like, basically the climax of the main story. But I want to keep playing after the story, because, like, there's a lot more game after that, so, you know, gotta give the Pokemon we add to our team some time in the sun, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I feel like I feel like I've done something like this where I've, you know, wanted to talk about, like, my history as, like, a YouTuber and streamer and stuff like that. But that was quite a while ago, and I do sometimes like to touch base on, or like go back to it, you know, just in case people have questions or want any tips. I don't consider myself an expert by any means, but you know, we do what we can to share the knowledge. I don't like to gatekeep if I can help it, you know? So it is insane to me to think, though, that I started 11 years ago. Because I started in 2013 is when I made my first YouTube channel. Under the name Mini Minchino. Some of you know that really well. And I started out with, like, Let's Plays and stuff. My very first, like, Let's Play was Minecraft. I forget what version I was in, even. I think it was 1.8. Maybe 1.9. I don't honestly remember. It was a while back. But yeah, I remember I made a good couple of friends through that channel, like, back in the early days. Back in my college days, 2013, 2014. Very slow growing. But, I mean, I didn't care. I'm not actually too bothered
Armageddon
about
time.
my community growing slow.
Said I remember when you and your friend did a video about trying Oreo cookies.
Yes, that was the first video on that channel. It still exists. It's literally me and Serena sitting there eating Oreos, listening to the listening to like the Oreo song, that one that like Owl City did for the Oreo ads back then. Excuse me. I have Coke Zero with me. And that's probably a mistake, honestly. But it's fine. Yeah, so that was like our first video. We actually did start out by doing random vlogs and stuff where we just like talk about random shit. So I originally started out on camera, basically showing my face and stuff, and like, you know, I realized that wasn't going to be like the best way for me to do it. It really kind of was back then, because I had no idea what I actually wanted to do with my channel. And I got inspired to do Let's
Swift
Plays.
Simeon said hello. Happy Thursday.
Hey, Swift, welcome in. How you doing today? How's it going? I've just been talking about the early days.
Said hi, Min.
Trick, welcome in. How you doing today? I've just been chatting about like the early days, my early days of being a YouTuber.
Trick Public Dog said I am good.
Glad to hear it. But yeah, like the first videos on my old channel, literally me and Serena sitting down eating Oreos, and then we had like other random vlogs and stuff that we did. A lot of those, some of those still exist actually. It's kind of wild to think about. Most of those that we did ended up on Serena's old channel. I don't know if that still exists actually, I'm not sure. But it might. But yeah, it was just us in our at least in my early 20s, just kind of goofing off and being weird. And you know, we're weird and awkward, so it's equally weird and awkward. But I started out with Let's Plays doing Minecraft, and I did not do well on that Let's Play, and I never finished it for a lot of reasons.
Armageddon time said, and you haven't aged a day.
I disagree, but I appreciate the compliment. I definitely have. And that's fine. It is what it is. I'm not, you know.
Armageddon time said ha ha ha. Trick Public Dog.
What was I gonna say?
Said Oreos are content.
Oreos are content.
Simon Oma said nah, Bard elves never age.
Bard elves you know what? You know what? You know what? I'll take that. I'll take that, Simon. I will take that. I realize Simon and Armageddon Time know this. But I did not start out as an elf on YouTube
Public
and stuff.
Dog said the blue tree never ages.
The blue tree never ages.
Armageddon time said technically Vtubers don't have to age.
That is true. That is true. That's, you know what? You're not wrong. But yeah, way back in the day, my first avatar that I used on YouTube was a random picture I found on the internet, and it was just like a little cartoon girl dressed up as a Minchino, because I used to go by Minnie Minchino.
Armageddon time said I remember your old avatar.
I have several actually. And I don't have them ready to show off on screen, but they are somewhere on my external hard drive. But largely I went with like...
Tiff Tiffy said that's adorable.
Yeah, it really was. Largely I went with like, you know, brown hair, headphones, tank top, just vibing, you know. I will say one of my favorite avatars that I've ever used was the one that Targe Bunny made for me. Back in like, I think she made that for me like back in like 2020, 2021, something like that. because that was just after I had first come out as ace and wanted something to reflect that. And I don't have it, again, I don't have it prepared to show you.
Said I remember that one. Yeah, it was when we started D&D together.
Yes, it was. You're right. And that one was really nice. Like, she gave me a nice little, like, sort of crop top type thing with the ace colors, except for gray, but that, it was fine. There was like, it was like red, or not red, black, purple, and white stripes, and then there was like a purple sort of vest, jacket, cardigan thing, and you know, the purple headphones and stuff. And then she even added her best representation of the bracelet and ring that my late aunt gave me before she died, kind of thing, because I wanted some way to represent her and stuff, and I figured that was a good way to personalize it. And I still really love that avatar. I really love it. Sometimes I will look back at my old channel because it's still up there, just to kind of look at the stuff I did back then, just to kind of reminisce every now and then, because, like, that channel meant everything to me, you know? And it sucks that I had to abandon it. I pretty much had to for safety reasons. I'm not going to get into the details of that. Those of you who've been around a long time know what happened, pretty much. But essentially it involved me hiding my content and stuff so that my family couldn't use it against me or out me.
Armageddon time.
So I had to rebrand.
Said, oh god, I still have an old LP you and I did on my channel.
Yeah, the Bucky O'Hare one, yeah? Because I remember we did that. That was a fun time. But yeah, sometimes I will look back at my old channel and it's, you know, I miss it, honestly. But I'm also really happy with, you know, where things ended up, because I'm in a very, very, very different place. So, you know, and like my focus today was intended to be, like, it's intended to be a Q&A. So if you have questions.
Time. Said we now move forward.
Yeah. It's taken a while for me to get here. But, you know, we working on it. We getting somewhere. But yeah, this was intended to be like a Q&A, because, like, you know, my focus was intended to be, you know, to share my journey as a blind creator
Simon Oma
and stuff.
Said,
so,
sounds leaked that tarot reading video helped out.
Yeah, no, Simon, I don't know. I don't know how your psychic stuff works at this point, but, like, holy shit. Like, fucking how, dude? I don't even... I appreciated it, though. But, like, yeah, like, I don't know. I've just kind of been thinking about, you know, where I've been, where I'm at, where I'm going.
Time. Said, oh yeah?
Yeah, Simon shared a video with me the other day, and it was one of those, like, pick a
Simon
card,
Oma.
or pick a...
Said in best Sayaka voice, I'm psychic.
Oh my god. So, I don't know if you've seen these types of videos, Armageddon time. There are, like, lots of, like, tarot readers and stuff that will make videos where they'll do, like, multiple readings in a video, and they'll basically have it so, like, there's, like, usually 3 groups, 3 different ones, where you can pick which one you're drawn to and skip to that part in the video, and that reading is meant to be, for you, more or less.
Armageddon time. Said, yeah, it's just a numbers game, right?
Yes and no, I guess.
Armageddon time. Said, oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like, so what they'll do is they'll usually have 3 decks of cards sitting on a table, and they'll have, like, usually some sort of crystal or other object on top of it, and you're meant to pick the one that calls to you the most, or the one that you feel the most drawn to. Technically you can pick more than one. I usually only pick one. But Simon sent one to me, and he was like, you might want to check this out. I found it helpful, and I think you might as
Simon
well.
Oma said it's a vibe and I'm tuned into Minnie, so I sent her to knowing she would pick a specific one she needed to hear.
No, Simon fucking lives rent-free in my head, and I... How do you deal with me, Simon? How the fuck do you deal with me? So Simon sends me this video, and I look at it, and I'm like, okay, yeah. No, there's a lot in that reading that I picked that, resonated
Simon
with me.
Oma said, how do you deal with me reading your mind all the time?
I don't. I freak out every time, dude. Every time. No, but like, so there was a good bit that like resonated with me in that particular one. And then Simon asked me later, he's like, so which one did you pick? And I'm like, I picked the one that had smoky
Armageddon
quartz.
time.
I went with
Said,
group
what
2.
are they thinking, right? NOWWWW.
Right? So I'm just like, I went with group 2 because the tarot deck that was paired with that reading, I forget what it was called, some sort of alchemy tarot deck. I forget the exact name of it, but it was really pretty. And then there was smoky quartz, and I really like smoky quartz, so I went with it. I should add more smoky quartz to my collection, actually, now that I think about it. Anyway,
Simon Oma
Simon's sitting
said,
there.
my first question was gonna be, you picked group 2, right? But I rewrote the question to not freak you out as much.
And I'm like, there is no fucking way you guessed that. And he's like, no, I didn't guess. And I'm like,
Armageddon
bruh.
time. Said smoked quartz sounds delicious.
Smoky quartz is really nice. I'll have to show you. I think I showed you my little smoky quartz thing. I know I showed you the obsidian and stuff. I've gotten... I've not talked this much about my crystal collection on stream before. I feel like I've mentioned it, but not very much. Anyway,
Tiff
yeah.
Tiffy
So Simon
said,
lives
Twilight
rent.
Zone theme, anyone? Because
know,
that's
right?
just spooky.
Right?
Armageddon time.
I've
Said
realized
obsidian looks cool and metal as hell.
it's pretty fucking metal. But okay. So I realized it was like a 1 in 3 chance. Simon had a 33% chance of getting it right. But tell me how. Tell me how he gets it right consistently. Consistently, like every time. I'm not even kidding. There was when he was visiting, I let him borrow my oracle deck, because he's like, I would love to do like a
Simon
reading
Oma
for you and stuff.
said, again, I'm psychic.
He's like, I would love to do a reading for you and stuff. So I'm like, okay, you know what? Go for it. I absolutely give you
Armageddon
permission.
time. Said Simon owns a time machine.
No, that'd be wild. But no, so, you know, Simon draws some cards and lays them out, like, face down. So he's like, you know, can you read them out? Because I can't read them and stuff. And I'm like, sure. So we're going through it. We're going through the reading. We're going through, like, what each card means and stuff like that. And we're piecing things together. Tell me how we get to the last one and Simon fucking guessed which one it was. There are 43 fucking cards in this deck, okay? There was a 1 in 43 chance that this dude was gonna get it right. And he
Simon
absolutely...
Oma said that was your reading for me.
Was it? Was it mine for you? Oh yeah, no, you're right, it was. It was. You're right. But either way, you fucking got it, and I'm like, no. There is no fucking way. And then this dude, almost consistently, almost daily, there is some sort of message from him, basically, like,
Simon
voicing
Oma
my thoughts.
said, yeah,
like,
it was mine. I just sat there laughing.
yeah, no. And then almost every day, Simon, you send me something that is, like, my exact thoughts, and I'm like, fucking how? Every time. And, like, I really need to stop questioning it at this point. I really need to stop questioning it. Because it's like,
Simon Oma said, how do I
just...
do that? No way.
You really do! Every time! every freaking time. Um,
Armageddon
it
time.
is
Said
wild.
question it more. Never stop.
I feel like there's a balance with, like, I think questioning things is healthy, and you know, people should absolutely do it. Excuse me. But I do feel like when it comes to certain things, there's a point where, like, you're at a point where you can't really deny it anymore. What is the point in continuing to question it? You know what I mean? And I feel like I've hit that point, you know? Oh, hang on a second. Oh, right, it's not reading it because there's a link in it. Let me read what Simon said. Since I can post links, here's the video in question for the tarot readings. Oh, there you go.
Armageddon time.
Very cool.
Said will this video reveal a truth about me?
Maybe. Maybe not. Who knows? Maybe it'll tell you exactly what you already know. Who knows? But you might hear
Simonoma.
something.
Said it might.
It's one of those things. Like, maybe you know what it says, but it gives you... Maybe you know what it's going to say deep down, and then it just gives you something to think about. Because I've definitely gotten plenty of readings like that, where it's like, okay, yeah, no, I know this, but there's, like, one little nugget in there that's like, I should think about this more.
Said I found it very intense for me too, for something that I've been struggling with lately.
Yeah,
Armageddon
that's
time.
fair.
Said him that's a lot of maybes.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. The only reason I'm giving you so many maybes is because it's very different for every person, right? Like, you know, for me, it definitely shed light on something that I'm dealing with and working through. So for me, yeah. So for you, yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Armageddon time. Said we all interpret things based on our life experiences.
That is true. That is very true. And sometimes I find it helpful just to hear something from a different perspective, or, you know, stuff like that. So, I mean, if you don't believe in tarot and stuff like that, that's perfectly fine. You know, I understand.
Simon
The
Oma.
thing about...
Said while I'm psychic to an extent, I'm not psychic enough to know if it'll help you, but for sure check it out.
Yeah, like, the worst thing that's gonna happen is you're not gonna find anything that resonates with you, you know? And that's unfortunate, but you still might find some sort of insight in there to think about, so who knows?
Armageddon time. Said hey, watching doesn't hurt.
Yeah, exactly, right? And it's like, I understand why a lot of people don't put a lot of stock into it, because, like, I honestly get it. I understand the skepticism. It makes sense. Because for a really, really long time, I was super skeptical of it and stuff. And, you know, I had a lot of experiences that taught me that, you know, there's more to it than I initially thought. So, you know, that's kind of a whole thing. We've gotten very off track here, but you know what? Maybe that was an important thing that needed to come up. So I ain't complaining about it. I am flying through this can of Coke. I might have to go for a refill sooner rather than later. Who knows?
Armageddon time. Said maybe it was written in the cards? Simon Oma.
Maybe.
Said yep, talking the spiritual shenanigans is fun.
Yeah, and that's absolutely was not meant to be the focus of today's stream. I'm not complaining, to be honest with you, but because what I want to talk about today is, again, sharing my thoughts as a blind creator and stuff. So, but you know what? There it is. For anybody that needs it / wants it, there you go. You know, go for it. Take a look. And if you find something that resonates, great. If not, well, at least you tried, you know? And I don't know, maybe you'll have to go and look at a few before you find something that resonates with you or something. I don't know. It's kind of a whole thing. I'm also not an expert on any of it, so take what I have to say with a grain of salt. You know? Just because I'm very new at all this. So, you know, if I do end up saying something that ends up perpetuating some sort of misinformation, just anybody that knows better, please correct me. Everybody else, take what I say with a grain of salt.
Simon Oma said you're doing well with your crystals.
I feel like I'm doing alright. I actually got a book recently. I mean, I told you and Armageddon Time about it recently. It's called The Pocket Book of Stones. It is by... who's it by? Robert Simmons, apparently. And it's basically a book that talks about a lot of the metaphysical properties of crystals and stuff like that. Each page is an entry on a different crystal. So it also includes like a picture of them so you can see them in their raw sort of state.
Simon Oma
it's very
said
interesting.
I've seen that before but didn't pick it up.
It's a very, very interesting book, and I also just got a giant magnifying glass to help me read it. And that thing almost blinded me yesterday. But it's a very interesting book. I shared a few entries with Armageddon Time the other day because he wanted to know about his birthstone and stuff. So I was like, okay, I'll see if I can find it. And I found it. And it's a really cool rock. I'm not gonna lie. It's a cool rock. So I have access to a little bit of
Simon Oma
a few
said
knowledge
reading
nuggets
about
on hand.
crystals on stream.
Maybe. I don't have the ability to read this quickly. But maybe. Ooh, I just had a thought. Y'all, let me know what you think about... oh, fuck. Ad break. Okay, I will talk about this after the ad break. We'll talk about this after the ad break. But I have a thought for a point redemption involving this book. Because, like...
Simon Oma said IAC yes.
Yeah. So, I know some of you are subbed and stuff, but I want to give more of a chance for more people to, like, get in here and talk about this. Or at least give their thoughts. I don't know how many people are in here, actually. I guess it doesn't... you know, but... oh, we got a party up in here. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate you. But I want to give you more of a... I want to give everyone more of a chance to be able to, like, give their thoughts and feedback on this and stuff. And again, if anyone has any questions about how the hell I do anything, content-wise, as a blind person, please ask. Please feel free to ask. Doesn't matter if you think it's a stupid question. There are no stupid
Armageddon
questions.
Time
You don't know what you
said
don't
it's
know.
a min party up in here.
And it's a party. It's a party. But yeah, you don't know what you don't know. And if you'd like to learn, I am more than happy to do my best. Again, not an expert on anything. But I will share what I can. You know. Because it took me a long time to figure out how to, like, screen record and stuff. I had to teach myself how to do everything. Because all the tutorials online, I was able to, you know, follow some, but most of them are not blind friendly. And most of the apps associated with creating content aren't all that accessible either. But anyway, we're back from the ad break. So I have a question for everybody. So before the ads, we were talking about the Pocket Book of Stones. And for those who don't know, I've been doing a lot of looking into, like, working with crystals and stuff like that, just exploring my own spirituality and things like that. So I have a thought. Because Simon, the fucking genius, the absolute genius, brought up reading entries on stream. I don't have a way to read this book quickly, but what I can do is either I can make this a
Simon
point
Oma.
redemption.
Said with my psychic powers, hee hee.
It's fucking A. So I can take pictures of these and take entries from it on my phone and make it into a more accessible format for me to be able to read. So my thought is, once per stream, I can make this either a point redemption or just sort of do this during the intros or something like that. I can pick one entry, like a crystal of the day type of thing, and I can read it out, and y'all get to learn a little bit about a crystal. Because if I were to make it a point redemption, I could do it, right? And I could just take multiple entries and, you know, pick out, say, I don't know, maybe 5 max, and just have that redemption only work 5 times or something, just so I'm not overwhelmed with them, maybe. But what do you think about that? Would y'all be interested in stuff like that? Also, this book, when I flip through the pages, it still smells like the shop I got it from. And I really like the smell of that. I don't know what incense they use
Simon Oma.
in there.
Said yes. Tip tip beep.
But
Said that'll be cool.
yeah, right? I feel like it could be really interesting. Because, so I was thinking about doing this for myself, where I just sort of randomly flip through the book.
Tip tip
And,
beep. Said I love the smell of a book in the morning.
right? But it has like that incense smell that the shop uses, and it smells amazing. It smells so good, and I'm gonna be sad when it finally wears off. But I was thinking about doing a thing where I'm like, okay, I'll just, once a day, I will just flip to a random entry and read about it. Just learn about one random crystal every day. You know? And I feel like,
Armageddon time. Said I hope the
Why
shop
not?
had a crotchety old man sell you the book and tell you it has a twisted past.
No. I believe everyone that works there is actually, I believe they're all women, to my knowledge. There's like 3 or 4 people that work there. They're all very, very nice.
Armageddon time. Said ah.
But I was like talking to her the other day, and I was mentioning how I wanted to learn more about crystals and stuff, and she's like, well, how about this? And I'm like, I don't know if I'll be able to read it, because, you know, blind, but I took a chance on it, and then I decided to buy a magnifying glass. Because I need a really, really strong one.
Simon Oma. Said they were cool. I've been there too.
Yeah. I took Simon when he came to visit, and they were very, very nice. So, man, something tells me I should change the title of this stream. You know? Like, it's totally fine. I'm not mad about it at all. But, like, you know, I mean, if y'all have questions about that, I guess,
Simon Oma. Said talking about crystals lol.
yeah, like, I don't know, just, I specifically went there. I went to the shop the other day, because I wanted to find a way to be able to, sort of help cleanse my space a little bit, like, to help get rid of any extra, like, negative energy and stuff, just to give my space just like a fresh sort of, like, clean slate type of thing if I needed it. And I wanted to figure out if there was a way I could do that without burning stuff, because, you know, blind and fire, and I don't trust myself with open
Simon Oma.
fucking lighters.
Said no wonder you got the black obsidian.
that was part of it. That was one of her suggestions. Her other suggestion was like, you know what, you could take home another chunk of selenite. Because I told her that I had the two big pieces for charging crystals, and then I have another smaller one that I keep with my oracle deck to help, you know, cleanse that and stuff. And she's like, well, how about you take home another one and just keep it by your window to help, you know, just to kind of help with your whole space in general, right? So I ended up coming home with another big chunk of selenite that I keep on my windowsill. And like, it's a really nice crystal. It's very like, it's surprisingly discreet. Not that that was my priority,
Said, do crystals have a place in alchemy? I just want to say I made a crystal elixir.
I would assume yes, but I don't actually know. I don't really know anything about alchemy, so that's not really my wheelhouse. I assume probably.
Armageddon time. Said, thinking face.
I feel like it would make sense for that to be yes, but I don't know enough to say for sure. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something else.
Said I would think so, but I'm not an alchemist either.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and change the the title of my stream. I don't usually do this mid-stream, but let me see if I can. Because I guess we're talking about crystals and stuff.
Armageddon time. Said, full metal crystallis.
I'm just gonna call
said,
it.
my bad getting you off track, but
don't worry about it.
Say it needed to happen.
Yeah, apparently it did. So I'm not gonna argue with it. I'm just gonna go with the flow. So I'm just like, you know what? We're changing the title of the stream. I have done it. If y'all aren't seeing it, you might have to refresh, but it's changed. So there's that. So sorry to anybody that ends up coming in here with the intent of asking questions about content creation. You still can.
On time.
I will answer
Said,
those.
I'm just making wretched jokes.
You're fine. You're fine. I almost want to see if I can pull up an entry and read it out today. I don't have my magnifying glass on hand at the moment, but I do have my phone. So I want to see if I can do it. I don't even know how to pronounce half of these crystals, if I'm being completely honest. But let's see if I can do this. Let's see what we get. Let's see what we get. Can we... Snapshot. There we go. Excuse me. So what I'm doing is I'm using the magnifier app on my phone to just basically take a freeze frame of the page. So yeah, give me 1 second.
Armageddon time. Said, that's what I do.
I don't know how to pronounce this. So Lemurian aquamarine calcite. That's the one that I turned to today. It is a very pretty, like, it's like a baby blue. That is insanely pretty. Oh, I think I need to take another picture of this because some of the text is getting blurred out by freaking glare. And that's not fantastic. That's not fantastic. Can I do something about that? Can I do something about that? Can I maybe... Can I maybe do that? Is this gonna work? Is this gonna work? I had to use another light. Okay. So, y'all ready for this? Keywords are dream awareness, emotional healing, access to world memory. Not 100% sure what that is. That's a new thing I've yet to really run into. Communication with whales. Okay. And whales and dolphins. Interesting. Wow, that dives into stuff I've not really seen before. New things. Okay, chakras. The heart chakra. Oh, hello. I heard a noise. What did we get? Thank you for the follow. I'm not sure how to say that, to say your name at the moment. So feel free to let me know what you'd like me to call you. Welcome in also. We are reading currently about Lemurian aquamarine calcite. So we've just read some of its keywords. It is chakras, heart chakra, element water, physical, balances and replenishes the liquid crystal body matrix. I've never heard that before. This is very new to me. Emotional nourishes the
Armageddon time.
emotional body
Said
and
next we should
emotional
learn about Crystal
intelligence.
Pepsi. Kappa.
Crystal Pepsi. Spiritual enhances intuition, telepathy, allows one to attune to the Lemuria. Okay. Definitely currently out of my depth, if I'm being completely honest. Lemurian aquamarine calcite is a calcium carbonate mineral with... You're gonna have to bear with me on my slow reading here. Trigonal crystal system. Interesting. And a hardness of 3. It is a deep blue-green calcite from a remote region of Argentina. Ooh, interesting. Nope. Okay, my phone's doing weird things. Lemurian aquamarine calcite gets its name from its affinity to the element of water and to the water oriented civilization of Lemuria. Whether a physical or etheric place, Lemuria was a realm of the watery qualities, intuition, intuition, dreaming, feeling, and visionary consciousness. Okay. Lemurian aquamarine calcite. Wow, really wants me to like read the whole thing. Deeply nourishes the emotional body. It is a stone antidote to stress, fear, worry, and anxiety about the future. It soothes and replenishes the etheric body. I'm gonna have to look up what some of these words mean. Because, like, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what the etheric body is. No idea what that is. I'm gonna have to look that up later. It enhances dream life and facilitates lucid dreaming. It is also ideal
Armageddon
for
time.
opening up one's
Said increase your
capacity.
vocabulary with crystals. Today.
Yeah, right? Right? It's ideal for opening up one's capacity for recalling past lives, ancient knowledge, and tuning into the morphic fields of the Earth's past. Those who wish to... Sorry, we're almost done. To communicate with whales and dolphins can be aided by Lemurian aquamarine calcite's capability to enhance telepathic abilities. It increases consciousness, sensitivity through one's energy field. It helps increase awareness of spirit guides and angelic guardians, and allows for easier communication. Lemurian aquamarine calcite, one more time, works well with Lemurian seed crystals. Lemurian jade, Merkabite. I don't know if I'm saying any of these correctly. Merkabite calcite, Zestolite, Rosefia. I don't know what any of these are. I've never heard of these in my life. Hold on. Sadalaka, Rose, Azistolite, and Pink Azistolite. And that is a very broken reading of that particular entry. Sorry, my reading...
Armageddon time. Said that's one busy crystal.
Yeah, no kidding. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even know what half of that meant. So, you know, I guess I have some concepts to look into later. And again, for anybody that's new popping in here, I'm very new to
Simonoma.
crystals. I am by
Said
no
no
means
kidding
an
that
expert.
does a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Tiftifby.
Said
Said that crystal is working hard for their money.
she works hard for money. So hard for money. I love it. But yeah, so if I make that a point reward, I'll probably cap it at like a few per stream. Maybe 5 max, probably just 1 or 2 if I'm being completely honest. Or even just 1, just crystal of the day, you know? So
Armageddon time. Said can we somehow tie Pokemon Crystal into this? Kappa.
maybe?
Simonoma. Said I will find Chaos Gremlin points to pop those in Neiyi.
I mean, I'm sure you have plenty of points. You've been around here long enough. And like, I will probably be... I'll have to work it out. Right?
Simonoma.
But like, how would
Said
you
I
feel
meant
about that
spots during
becoming...
stream.
That's fair. So like, how would you feel about that being a thing that could happen on stream? Because like, I don't know, it'd be cool to share, and also holds me accountable for the thing I want to do when it comes to learning about crystals. I am very...
Simonoma. Said yes, do it.
I am very new to this, right? So like, I don't know. I want to be able to, I don't know, just accumulate knowledge. Maybe I'll find something in there that'll help me out. Generally when I go to the crystal shop to pick things up, I usually just kind of gravitate to a particular item, right? Just kind of whatever feels like the correct thing for me to pick up, which is just more of a gut feeling thing, I guess. And I'll usually kind of hold on to it for a little bit, and if I'm continuing to vibe with it, then it usually comes home with me. There have been a few things that I've taken as recommendations, like the extra chunk of selenite and the obsidian, and the rose quartz angel aura was recommended to me as well. It was really funny when I picked up the rose quartz angel aura, because I mean, why would I not take rose quartz that also has a rainbow iridescent effect? Like, that is the coolest thing ever. But when I picked it up, or when I went to get it, I just went to the shop that day, and the lady working there that day was like, "Okay, so we just got this thing in, because I know you were looking at angel aura last time, and we got this one. It's rose quartz, but it's angel aura, and I thought of you." And like, she hands it off to me, and I'm like, I think this is coming home with me. I'm just like, this is coming home with me. It's gotta. It's gotta. Another thing I thought of doing, I don't know if I'm going to, but I'm gonna say it just to get my thoughts out there, is potentially doing a similar thing, but with my Oracle deck. But like, the reason why I've avoided it is because, one, I'm still learning all the cards and getting, feeling for that. And number two, I don't know, it just feels like more of a personal thing. So I'm not sure if reading out, like, I mean, I could just do like a card of the day thing or something, but like, I don't know, it just feels like more of a personal thing. So I don't know that that's a thing that I'll be doing, but I am more than happy to read from this book. That smells like, it smells so good. I don't even know what this smell is. I know it's some type of incense, but it just makes me
Simonoma
think of...
said I would take more readings from you to give you practice.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Like, I've given a few readings before. Like, I mean, I know I did one for you, Simon, and I've done one for one of my other friends. And I haven't done too many for people. They've mostly just been kind of for myself kind of thing. So I'm slowly building my confidence with it. I should definitely practice with it a little bit more, because I admit I've been slacking. And that's not fantastic. It's not fantastic. I should change that. But excuse me. Yeah, that's where I'm at right now, I guess. I just kind of vibe to stuff. And like, I picked up I have this little necklace. It's like a little cage necklace thing. So it's got 3 tiny black obsidian tumbles in it. But I also have a black obsidian worry stone that I've been keeping in my purse. Pretty much for those times where I need to be a little bit more discreet, but still want something with me that's going to help out. I also have the Angel Aura Quartz on a keychain that I obviously keep with me, because I keep my keys with me when I'm out for obvious reasons.
Simonoma.
And I tend to respond...
You need to show me the things.
Oh, I do need to show you the things. I have a few pictures, I think. I do need to show you the things. I'll make sure to after. But, yeah, like, I found that I tend to respond really well to Angel Aura. It does help. I do feel like it helps me, kind of chill out and stuff like that. It just, I don't know. I feel like the obsidian just helps with that as well. I had, before I got the black obsidian, I have a little snowflake obsidian heart and a rainbow obsidian half moon chunk, basically. And, like, I feel like, you know, they're doing what they're supposed to do. But it was also like, this is very intense. The energy is very intense for me right now, and I need something to help chill it out, because that energy plus my anxiety just in general, I just feel like it was just aggravating it and just sort of I was not prepared for it. I was not prepared to handle it. So I'm like, I feel like I need a little bit of something, you know, plus some space to just meditate and chill out for a little bit and just kind of vibe and get used to it and stuff. But I feel like having the black obsidian has helped a little bit. I've been wearing the necklace almost constantly, so you know. But it's a very cool little necklace. It's a very cool little thing. It's basically just, it's on like basically just a
Simon Oma
just a
said,
cord.
yeah, apparently that snowflake obsidian brings up the dark side you look away from to help you face it, so you probably weren't ready for it.
Yeah, I definitely was not. I definitely was not. Definitely something I need to do 100%. So, not the crystal's fault, but it was a lot. And I'm like, okay, yeah, no, I hear ya. I hear ya. Just, you know, deal with the stuff. But I'm like, it's a little intense right now. It's a little
Simon
intense
Oma
right now.
said, I have that pillar of it I need to check out too.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did get one. I've got. Have I sent you a picture of the heart? I don't remember, because I have a few new things. I got a little peach moonstone heart the other day too. Because the last time it was very much a, I recommend this type of deal, and I didn't take everything that she recommended me.
Simon Oma said, I didn't see anything from this recent time.
Fair.
Simon Oma said, I was being moody.
That's fair. The obsidian heart wasn't from this time, but I don't remember if I sent you pictures from that. I don't remember if I did. But anyway, I will definitely take pictures. But yeah, this last visit, it was very much a...
Simon Oma said, no, not that one.
Got you. Yeah, this last time was very much a, you need to talk to someone and get, you know, some insight that way. That's kind of the vibe I got. So, like, you know, I walked in there. I actually had questions this time that I, you know, because a lot of times I have trouble, like, voicing or like putting what I want to ask into words. So, like, a lot of times they'll be in there and be like, yeah, no, if you have questions, like, go ahead and ask. Like, you're more than welcome to, and stuff like that. I'm like, cool. I appreciate it. Genuinely, I do. Only problem, unfortunately, is, Spotify, why the fuck you doing the stupid thing? I feel like I need to find another way to, like, have my music captured or whatever. I don't know. Spotify's doing dumb shit, and it just sort of stops refreshing after a while. Anyway. This time when I went, I actually had questions for once. And I'm like, okay, yeah, if this is a thing that I'm thinking to ask, I should probably ask. So, I was also drawn to an Oracle deck there that I might consider picking up on my birthday, if they still have it. I mean, I guess I could just find it online or something, but it's kind of what inspired me to pick up the book instead, right? Because it was an Oracle deck themed for crystals. And it was like, so she was looking at that one, and like I was looking at it, and she was like, that's a really good one for beginners. And it gives you a lot of info on crystals. And I was thinking, you know what? I might take this because I do want to learn more about crystals and stuff like that, and just have a better idea of like really what I'm getting into, you know? Because so far I've just been going into it purely by feel and I guess just using my intuition, I guess is what that really is. And as valid as a sort of method as that is, if you can call it a method, I'm also like, I think it would help if I had a little bit more knowledge of this stuff in general. So, you know, there we go. Um, I was like, yeah, I'd like to know a little bit more about this kind of stuff. And the lady was like, okay, well, I mean, if you just want to like learn about them, there's a book over here that you could consider trying. And, you know, it's literally just a book that's got a bunch of entries about crystals in it, and it gives you a ton of info about them. I'm sure there's more info about them than there is in these books, because this book is like one page is one entry about crystals, and I'm like, I feel like there's got to be more info about these, right? But this is a really good, I feel like this is a really good like reference and like sort of intro to each sort of crystal, because I don't personally, at least at the moment, don't personally like
Simon Oma
look
said
into
neat,
chakras and
I
stuff
was
too
liking
much.
the oracle deck used in that video that was tempting me. It was like a divine intuition one which would suit how psychic I am.
Oh yeah, for sure. I feel like I should go back to that video and take a look at my reading again. I meant to earlier today, but I fell asleep.
Simon Oma said the
So.
book is a good stepping stone.
Yeah, and like, you know, it's like I've looked it up, and everybody keeps saying like, yeah, it's a good place for like beginners to learn. It's a good reference for veterans who just need a refresher and stuff. So I'm like, okay, I mean, can't go wrong, you know. And like, I don't personally, at least at the moment, I don't really know too much about chakras and stuff like that, or what that all means. So I don't really, I mean, I can't say I don't subscribe to it, because I don't really know about it. But, I mean, I figure I'll figure it out eventually. You know, I know kind of what they, like, I know kind of, like, the idea of it, but I'm not, like, I have a very, very limited understanding of it, so, you know, that's something I'll have to look into and learn more about, somewhere down the line, you know? And I like this, because it gives me the opportunity, and kind of direction to really, like, start looking into stuff and learn. And like, there's of course there's other things that I want to learn about as well besides crystals. Like, I feel like I need to you know, start looking into info about different deities and different practices and cultures and such, and it's a lot of info. It's a lot of info that I feel like I'm gonna be slowly absorbing over probably the remainder of my lifetime, which is fine by me. I'm not really looking to get like super hardcore into like religion and stuff, but you know, who knows? Who knows where I'm gonna end up? I want to learn about it anyway. And like, I feel like, you know, excuse me. I feel like whether you believe in it or not, I think it's a healthy thing to like learn about stuff like this anyway. And just learn about other people and what they believe and how they came to believe in it and stuff, and just, I don't know. Lots of people have cool insights on shit, and I want to learn about it. You know? So, I don't know. That's kind of where I guess I'm at with all of this. just kind of just feeling it out for the most part. Hmm. And there's the last of my Coke. Oh, excuse me. Yep, that's the last of my drink. I should probably grab some water. But I don't want to get up. What time is it, actually? How long have we been here? Oh, it's been like an hour, basically. Okay. Alright. So I'm thinking that later tonight, I should either pull a few cards for myself, or look at that reading again. I might do both. Just because I feel like there's some stuff in there that I haven't really processed yet, and I feel like I need to like listen to it again and just kind of, you know, refocus and meditate on it for a little bit. But I mean, I feel like the point that needed to stick with me did. Like the point that really needed to stick with me, because one of the main points that I heard was just like, okay, like you're kind of caught. I'm gonna phrase it in my own way, basically, but my takeaway was like you're kind of caught on like a little bit of a crossroads, and you're kind of in a struggle with what you should take and what you should, or where you should go, and what you should leave behind. But you don't have to leave anything behind. You might find that you're in a position where like you don't necessarily have to make that choice and leave people or things behind. You can still do your thing and you know, keep your life without like upsetting everything. Not necessarily people, but it's like obviously get rid of the toxic crap if you can, but you know, you don't have to like uproot your entire damn life. And I knew that consciously, but I'm also like, you know, I'm constantly just like, I overthink a lot, and then I feel like I have to do like a bunch of these things and know all of this info, and it's like, I don't have to, I just want to. And there's a big difference. There's a big difference. So I feel like that was like the biggest takeaway for me from that particular video. But I feel like I should listen to it again and get like a better idea of like the rest of what it had to say. Because I feel like there was a lot of stuff in that I definitely did not absorb. So, excuse me. It's one of those things where I just gotta like process it and figure it out and just kind of go with it. And like being able to have a space where I can just be calm and chill and just sort of let stuff just sort of be what it is. And just sort of like be in the moment to just kind of like let thoughts be thoughts and not like worry about stuff for a while. It's very nice. I definitely appreciate it. And to have like a little space, because I've been very slowly working on like building my own little altar and kind of working with that and stuff. And it's still, I feel is still a work in progress, but I'm also like, you know, I gotta start somewhere. I feel like especially because I've seen a lot of content online from like, you know, like a lot of different like witches and all kinds of people doing all kinds of stuff. And they've got all the fancy things and it's all just, and it's like, you don't need the fancy things. Problem is I don't know what I need, but I know it's not all the fancy things. So the slow learning process is definitely happening. Excuse me. Damn. And that's my sign to go get some water. So you know what? Go ahead and vibe to the music for a minute. I will be back in like 30 seconds to a minute. I definitely need some water. I'm not going to go to the BRB screen, but I will be right back. I promise. Okay, I have returned. Sorry about that. But my throat was screaming at me. And I feel like it's counterproductive to just not take care of yourself if you can help it. So, yeah. I don't really know, to be honest, where I want to go from here. I'm gonna be like completely transparent with y'all. So like, if there's anything y'all want to chat about or ask about, definitely feel free. Cause like, I don't know. It'd be cool to hear some of your thoughts and what you have to say. But of course, if you don't want to, that's okay too. But let me see. Oh, that's the pre-roll timer. Got it. Okay. Man, I've been streaming since like 2020 and I'm still figuring out how Twitch works. To be fair, they keep changing things. And I'm not entirely happy.
Minibald. Said start time, July 4th, 2024, 6:52 p.m. Stream length, 117.
Yeah, that makes sense. Appreciate it. I keep forgetting that's a thing. I keep forgetting I did that. But yeah, what was I gonna say?
Simon Oma. Said you're welcome.
I definitely appreciate it. I forget what I was gonna say. I had a train of thought and I lost it. So I was talking about Twitch and how I don't like some of the recent changes. I'm a little bit like, so they added a thing to the point system. They added like this power-ups thing, right? And that's cool and everything, because like then you can support, you know, you can support people with bits and have things happen. I don't know how to make those work, but I also can't turn them off, and I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about that. I also don't want to make it like a requirement for people to use bits. I'm not here to do things for money. Like, yes, I'm an affiliate.
Said going off topic, but since we started watching Bleach, what arcs moments have been your favorite or least favorite? Just curious, is all.
Ooh, okay, that is a fair question. I'm gonna be 100% honest. There's a lot of times where I will watch it like with y'all and put it in the background, but most of the time I'm using that time for editing.
Simon
So
Oma.
I do
Said
tend
anything
to.
with our boy Ryu lol.
I mean, yes. So like there are points where I do sort of unintentionally tune out just because I am also doing other things during it. So there are definitely arcs that I haven't paid as much attention to as others. Which is unfortunate, I admit. But like, I don't know if I have a favorite, like in general though, to be fair. Cause like there was that whole deal with like I guess the Zanpakuto rebelling and sort of gaining their own like sense of self and stuff and all that kind of. I thought that was interesting. There's a good concept there.
Said that's fair. Some of the arcs weren't exactly entertaining, mainly the filler stuff.
That's fair. I thought like some of the concepts like presented in there were kind of interesting. You know. So it's hard to say. I don't know that I have a favorite. But I mean, I guess since you're asking, what would your favorite be? I'm very curious to know. Simon, I know anything that's got Uryu in it, you're good because he's badass. There was no question. There's no question or debate.
Simon Oma said yet the Zanpakuto arc is a filler one, and so is the Bound arc that gave us more Uryu.
Yeah, but see, like a lot of the ideas in there are interesting to me. You know. Like, maybe not the best in execution, but like the concept behind it, you know? I don't know. But I definitely understand where you're coming from though with some of the. It's kind of hard though, because like with filler, they're making shit up as they go.
Anything do with Mayuri.
Fair. That's fair. That is very fair. I don't, I forget most of the characters' names.
Why did Kubo have to make him so damn creepy? Simon Oma.
Yeah.
Said I'm pretty partial to the Soul Society arc.
That's fair. That was some good shit. I enjoyed that little bit with I forget like most of the characters' names, if I'm being honest. I'm just really bad with names, just in general. But the one with the princess, what's her name? And she went to the world of living and everybody was like trying to protect her from assassins and shit, and there was that whole thing with like her like clan or whatever just being all kinds of elitist and crazy. But like she had some moments where she got like a little bit humbled and I don't know, just kind of like learned to appreciate other things, and that was some cool stuff. It got kind of intense. You know. I wish I could remember people's names. There's so many characters in that show.
Simon Oma said I guess Minnie likes the filler arcs Tifa.
I mean, I don't care which one's filler and which ones aren't.
Said the Kasumio clan stuff was good if that's the one you mean.
I think that's it. I'm gonna be real with you. When it comes to, like, I don't care if something is filler or not. I really don't. Because, one, I can't read the manga anyway, so I'm not gonna know. And two, if it entertains me, what does it matter, you know? Like, you know. And like all the other stuff is really good too. I'm honestly just kind of spouting off like the first things that stick out in my mind. So, and again, a lot of it's just like I like the ideas. Maybe the execution isn't entirely on point, which is important.
Said the key to a good filler is make sure it entertains the viewer.
That's fair. That's very fair. I'm also a sucker for a good concept. Like, sometimes I'll enjoy a thing that's, like, objectively bad, but the concept is still cool to me, so I'll still enjoy it anyway. I'm weird like that. I'm very weird like that.
Simon Oma.
And again, like I said, I'm kind
fair
of...
enough, it's been pretty good so far. I'm looking forward to when we make it to the other series with more Uryu and Quincy stuff.
Oh, heck yeah. And like I said, I'm running at a bit of a disadvantage because I'm always like editing or doing something in in the meantime, or that one time I fell asleep because I'm an asshole unintentionally. But I mean, you know. So, really that's on me, if anything. So, you know, that's awkward. I don't know why. I'm literally fidgeting with a reading light right now. I got this reading light at the dollar store back in like 2014. I don't know why I remember that. And it has been literally the most useless thing I own, because now I have a magnifying glass with a light on it. My phone has a light on it when I magnify that way. And like, I just, I don't know why I still have it, but it's in my hand right now. And I'm fiddling with it. I'm gonna throw it aside. I went to find some of my old accessibility tools to see if I could still use the magnifying glass I have, because I do have a magnifier that's like 10x strength, and it's like not nearly focused enough for me to be able to like read at a distance. It's portable and cute.
Said I think my favorite arc is a tie between the Bount and Hueco Mundo invasion.
Oh, for sure. Those are good ones too. Those are definitely good ones.
Simon Oma said the Hueco Mundo stuff has been good.
It's good stuff. I definitely can't complain. The show overall is really good. You know?
Tiff-Tiff-B.
It's been a fun
time. Obviously because Uryu gets the spotlight, and a bit of a romance, and him because of some iconic battles.
Yeah, no, for sure. For sure.
Simon
there were some crazy moments.
Yeah.
There were some crazy moments in the Bount arc, though. Like, that shit got wild. It is so hard to keep track of everything that's happened in that show, though. Like, if I'm being real. We've been rocketing through it. We've been absolutely rocketing through it.
Tiff-Tiff-B.
Not that I'm complaining.
Said just don't call Uryu Ichigo, lol. Simon Oma.
Oh yeah, no, don't.
Said I'm tempted to get his figure to make me feel better for like a birthday present.
Oh, that would be cool. That would be cool. To be fair, you're potentially getting some pretty cool stuff soon. So, you know.
Tiff-Tiff-B. Said yes, more to the army. Simon Oma.
Heck yeah.
Said yep, we've got like 70 episodes left for this series and then the second series.
Dang. Somebody asked me the other day, like, how far have you gotten? And I'm like, I'm pretty sure we're in like the 13th season. And then it just like hit me like, wow, 13 seasons though. That is a lot. It amazes me how long that show went on for.
Simon Oma. Said nope, 14th.
Okay, well, to be fair, we had just started the 13th when I was asked, so, you know. But like 14 even. That's kind of a testament to my point. That show went on forever.
Simon Oma. Said fair enough, we are getting through fast.
We really are. And like, it still ain't nothing compared to like fucking One Piece. I've decided the length of One Piece is just
Simon
so intimidating that I
said
do
and
not.
It's still not done. Should be finished this year though.
That is wild. That is wild to me.
Alex
I've
the
decided
dumb one
that
said hello.
Alex the dumb one, welcome in. How you doing today? We started talking about
Simon
crystals
Oma
and stuff. Now we're just kind of vibing,
Steve is actually
talking about anime.
it tomorrow and Saturday.
Oh, very cool. Oh, right, because of the oh, what the fuck's it? Anime Expo, yeah.
Said yeah, I'll pass on One Piece. That's a whole other ball game.
Yeah, it's kind of a lot. It's kind of a lot. And I'm like, you know what? I don't know that I'm ready to commit to One Piece. So I think I'm just gonna not commit to One Piece.
Simon Oma said yeah Anime Expo and no thanks to One Piece ick pirates. Alex the Dumb One said how's your day stream going?
Honestly pretty good. I spent a good chunk of my day sleeping because I was sleeping at night, or not sleeping at night. I was talking to people at night. So I fell asleep this morning. But, you know, I managed to get up and stuff. And stream itself, going pretty good. My original intent was to talk about my journey as a content
Thank
creator.
you for the follow. Alex the Dumb One.
Thank you so much
Exclamation
for the
mark.
follow.
Simon Oma said the psychic chaos gremlin has taken over stream topics lol.
Honestly. So, first it was to talk about my journey as a content creator, which, I mean, if you want to chat about that, we can. Then it sort of
Minival
became talking about
said
crystals
Alex
and
the
stuff.
Dumb One rolled a d20 and got a 3.
Okay, alright. You know what? You know what? It's not a 1. That would have been unfortunate if you got a 1 immediately after showing up. Yikes. I would have genuinely felt bad if that happened. But yeah, then we got talking about crystals and stuff, and now apparently we're just talking about anime. I feel like I should change the title again. I don't know. I mean, at this point it's just kind of talking about whatever, so... I do feel like I should think about, what I want to do for dinner, because I haven't actually had dinner yet.
Said crystals and anime.
Yeah, right? But I think I'm definitely going to start figuring out how to handle the Crystal of the Day shenanigans and make that part of the stream.
Alex
I
the
don't
Dumb
know...
One said it's 3:25 here I'm bored so browsing Twitch.
Oh, fair. It's about almost 8:30 for me, PM. So, and I haven't eaten dinner. I had a really late lunch, so I wasn't too worried about it. So for anybody that's like, oh god, go eat, I'm fine. Because I didn't eat until like 4. But I could stand to have something.
Alex the Dumb One said don't tell me how's the future. Alex the Dumb One said lol.
I don't know nothing about the future. I just work here. That's all I got. That's all I got. Oh, damn it, ads. Alright. Yep, there they are.
Alex the Dumb One said I had a lot of people telling me that.
I feel that, though. I feel that.
Alex the Dumb One said no ad here.
Oh, weird. Okay. I mean, not that I'm complaining. There is definitely an ad break running. So like that's unfortunately timed. But they're all unfortunately timed, so whatever. I try to make the ad experience as bearable as possible, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Because, like, I don't like the idea of having, like, 3-minute ad breaks every hour. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't like to throw that many ads at someone all at once. I think it sucks. The experience sucks. 1.5 minutes is bad enough. I think that also sucks, but at least in my mind, it sucks less. I don't know if that's actually true. Nobody's complained about it, necessarily. Aside from the fact that, ew, ad breaks. So. There we go, it's over. Awesome. I don't even know what I was going to talk about during that anyway. But, you know.
Alex the Dumb One said I'm taking a smoke break RN.
Right on. Right on. Do your thing. I don't even know. I don't even know what else we're going to be doing here today, if I'm being completely honest with you. All I know is that I have a bunch of shit to Google later about crystals. And I have a new thing that I'm gonna add to stream to work out. And that'll be cool. Part of me feels like I should do it during the intro chat segments. I don't know. I don't really know. Or have like maybe I should have a point where like, I don't know, we take like an intermission in the middle of the stream. And then I do it then. You know? I don't know. I'll have to think about it. I'm just flipping through the book though, and just letting the smell of the crystal shop just sort of be in my room. I love the smell of it. I don't know what type of incense they use, but I adore the smell. It's so nice, and it's not even that strong. It's very cozy. Might even be a combination of things that
Alex
they
the
use.
Dumb One said I was watching One Piece on Netflix.
Oh, very cool. See, like, I thought about watching it, right?
Simon
Because,
Oma
like, I know...
said it's nice, you'll be happy to know I'm wearing the shirt from there today.
Oh, very cool. Very, very
Alex
cool.
the Dumb One said the adaptation.
Oh, got you. I forgot they did that. And, like, so, I don't have an issue with shows about pirates or anything like that. Like, it's whatever, right? But there's just a lot to go through, and I am a chronic binge watcher. If I start watching that, I will watch nothing else until it's done, and I know it's very long, and I'm afraid that, you know, if I do that and get into that mindset, I'm gonna burn myself out, and then I'm never gonna finish the show, and then I'm gonna move on to something else, but then it'll drive me crazy that I didn't finish it, and then I'm gonna go back to it, but then I'm gonna remember how burnt out I was, and then I'm gonna leave again, and that cycle is just gonna continue and drive
Alex
me nuts.
the Dumb One said I am a binge watched too.
I feel that. But
Simon
like,
Oma said
So
same
I just-
here on binge watching, hence all the Bleach lol.
yeah, and that's fine. That's totally fine. But I'm also like, because like for me, we're doing it in chunks. We're not like sitting there the entire day because I'm really bad for this. I'll sit there the entire day and watch a show. I've been trying to be better about it, where like I'll put on a show or something and then just like start doing stuff with it in the background so that I'm still like, you know, listening to it while being productive and slightly less unhealthy. Excuse me. But I'm very
Alex
much a
the
chronic
Dumb One
binge watcher. It is
said the
a
entire
lot.
day was watching Naruto.
I feel that. I've very much done that before. I don't know why, but when I think about watching shows for an entire day, I think about that one time I got my wisdom teeth removed. And I spent the
Simon
entire
Oma
recovery time
said I
watching
couldn't
Star
get into
Trek Deep
Naruto,
Space Nine.
but Steve is in that too.
Yes, he is. I enjoyed Naruto for a while. I definitely enjoyed it. But yeah, no, when I got my wisdom teeth pulled back in the day, I literally spent the entire recovery time just binging the entirety of Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Good series, honestly. But
Alex the Dumb One said hydrate PLZ, I know I'm new but it's for your own good.
Oh yeah, no, fair enough. I got you. I got water here that I actually went and grabbed recently. It's very cold and nice. I'm trying to think. I need to decide what to have for dinner. I really do. Because part of me is like, I have pizza that I could heat up. But I don't want pizza today, which is like, something must be wrong with me because I never don't want pizza. But apparently today is never. Um, apparently today is never. So, and I'm just like, I'm trying to think what else I got. I've got like pasta and stuff, and I don't know. I got chicken fingers. Maybe I'll just make chicken fingers.
Alex the dumb one. Said I had homemade carbonara with chicken BC. I had no bacon. Simon Oma.
Ooh.
Said today is a chaotic day.
You know what? Chicken carbonara sounds amazing. And yes, I agree, Simon. Today is absolutely
Simon
a
Oma.
chaotic day.
Said I had meatloaf.
Ooh. Man, it's been forever since I've had good meatloaf. It's been a long time since I've had good meatloaf. I do not consider myself to be a good chef, a good cook at all. The things I make are edible. I will not end up sending someone to the hospital or anything. So you will survive off of my food. Whether or not it's actually enjoyable is a different story.
Simon Oma. Said your food was good.
What I do know how to make, I know how to make. And I'm glad that you liked my food, because I was really hoping that you would like the rice and venison thing, because I love stuff like that because it lasts fucking forever. So what I made when Simon came to visit, what I made, I literally just like, I took some ground venison and I added like tomato sauce and a bunch of other stuff and
Alex the dumb
veggies.
One. Said I have to go to sleep. Good night, everyone.
Alrighty, well thank you for swinging by. I appreciate you. In the future, most of my streams are usually earlier
Alex
in the
the
day.
dumb one. Said it's 3:35 a.m.
Ah, yeah, most of my streams are usually earlier in the day, so hopefully next time you'll be able to hang out for a bit more of it. Either way, have yourself a good sleep. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you. But yeah, what I made was I had some ground venison. I threw some tomato sauce. My mom gave me a bunch of like homemade sauce because like her and my aunts always get together every year to like, you know, make their own sauce and like preserve it for the year. And so she gave me a bunch. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna throw a little jar of that in there and then just sort of spice it up with a few other things, a few other seasonings and things. I kept it non-spicy because Simon's not big on spice, which is valid. But of course we had hot sauce and stuff on the side because I love me some spice. So I figured I'll make it plain and then we can customize it to our personal tastes and stuff, which I figured was the best way to go. And it worked out fantastically, actually. So I threw some rice in there and some veggies and stuff like that. So it was basically like almost like chili, but instead of beans, it was rice. It was like discount chili, which is to say, not chili, but it's the closest thing I can think of to compare to what I actually made. And that lasted for days. It was really good. I enjoyed it. So, when I do genuinely make an effort to cook, I make shit like that because it lasts and I don't have to cook every day.
Simon Oma. Said I wouldn't call it chili since I hate chili, but yours was good.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying like it's chili-esque because it's a bunch of shit thrown into a pot and cooked. So it's chili in that way, but it's really not chili. Most people wouldn't call that chili, to be fair. Again, it's just the closest thing I can compare to it. But you're right, chili is very different in flavor to that, so I get it. I do like chili though. I enjoy chili. Actually, I haven't had chili in a long time either. been a hot minute. Alrighty. We have been here for an hour and 45 minutes. I really do need to decide what to eat, though. Oh, right, I already chose chicken fingers. Alright. Yeah, I'm literally just gonna do something simple. Just gonna make chicken fingers and just, like, I don't know, just make a little sauce for them. I'm not gonna really worry about, like, a full meal today, because, my eating has been really off today. I got Tim Hortons earlier, because I didn't feel like making anything, because I was still groggy from being literally up all night. So I'm just gonna make something that's not super heavy so that I can theoretically sleep tonight and hopefully stay on track with my sleep schedule. That is my intention. Alright. Okay. Spotify's still cooperating. Good. I feel like I need to check every now and then. I feel like I need to find a better way to track the stuff I'm listening to on Spotify to share on stream. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I feel like I'm at a point where, I feel like we're gonna call it, actually. We're gonna end off for today. Before I do that, however, maybe I should have shared this a few minutes ago, but it's fine. I'm not super worried about it. For one thing, I don't even need to use my Stream Deck for this. For one thing, if you like the music that you're hearing,
Like the music? Go check out Useless Irving.
Useless Irving is one of my best friends, and he's given me permission to use his music on stream. So, if you'd like to support him, there's the link to his Spotify. Other links are in my About page, and you can check that out and show him your support and stuff. For anybody else that is new, I won't be spamming too many links. This is the last one, I promise. If you would like to join the Discord so you can hang out, get to know when all the streams are happening, or just hang out in general, watch anime with us, or other things, or just hang out. August 4th, we are having a karaoke night to celebrate my birthday, which is, I mean, on the 3rd, but, you know, I'm doing like a 3-day celebration. Birthday stream is going to be on Friday, Saturday is going to be a me day, and then Sunday, the day after my birthday, is going to be karaoke. It's going to be a good time, so if you'd like to know what's going on with all of that, please join the Discord. I would love to hear from you. Anyway, y'all...
Simon Oma said in Mario Kart Monday after that.
Of course, Mario Kart Monday immediately after that. God, that is going to be a wild weekend for me. Alright.
Sleeping Cat said nice. It looks like I came just in time for stream to end.
Yeah, I'm so sorry, but hello. I appreciate you coming by anyway. I will be streaming tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern. Holly and I will be continuing Coffee Talk. So if you'd like to come back for that, I would love to see you. But yeah, I'm really sorry. We've been here for a hot minute, but you know, once again, I appreciate everybody for being here and hanging out.
Sleeping Cat
It has been a wild
it's
day.
all good.
It has been a wild day, y'all. So, thank you so much. I hope you all have a good night. I appreciate everybody for being here. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Tiff Tiffby said have a good evening, Minnie.
You too, Tifa. Good night, everybody. Let me find the button. Where's the button?
Simon Oma
All right.
said bye everyone.
Bye for real, y'all. I appreciate you.
Took me the size of ego, but what you do with it. But it's a cop-out to blame this town, and it's a cliche, but watch me take this bullet and blame myself instead.